What's up, y'all? So I have a really big sewing haul. I'm just calling it a sewing haul because literally I have patterns, receipts, timeline, fabric, buttons, notions. Just a little housewives reference for you. But I have been heavily influenced by my job lately. And also I have a new project that required me to get some things. And with that growing knowledge, I've gotten better at buying some stuff. So let's see, what should I get into first? I'll get into the patterns. So I never took them out the bag, but over the weekend, Joann's had a McCall's and I think it was Butterick sale, or Berta, one of the B ones. I can't remember. Anyway, they had a sale. I picked up McCall's and some Nomi patterns. So some of this is going to be like, Raven, are you really just now getting this? And the answer is yes, because y'all know how it is. Anyway, so I got McCall's 8338. Now this is a vintage pattern and this is from the 30s. I really loved the bust lines here and I think it's really cute. It could be very, very pretty. And I think if you have a larger bust like me, this could actually be kind of flattering. So hopefully I get to it. An unofficial goal of mine is to get into more vintage patterns. So hopefully, maybe, we'll see, I can get into this. I don't know. I also picked up Marcia's pattern, Nomi 2020. I think this was her first Nomi pattern, but I realized that this was not in my collection and I don't know why. So anyway, I love the pockets. It's very reminiscent of her pants pattern with the gusset and whatnot, but very utility-like, and I love this. This silhouette looks very nice on me, and I'm open to trying more of these, so yeah. I also got Nomi 2003. I think this was also Alyssa's first pattern, and I'm really drawn to this skirt. I have some knit fabric. It's a very heavy sweater knit fabric, and I'm thinking I could probably throw this into a skirt and it could be really cute. So I pretty much bought the pattern for that reason, that specific reason. I got Nomi pattern 2050 because I was having serious FOMO. This pattern has been up and down my timeline and I need it in my collection, and I love both, to be honest with you. And I don't know which one I would do, but it's just so cute and I love it. And I love both lengths too. So it's like, which neckline would you do? Which length would you do? Like, the possibilities are really endless. Okay, hear me out. Just hear me out. I got McCall's 8045. Now, okay, I know you guys are like, what is this? Hear me out. Take a very close look at view A. It almost reminds me of Mimi's new pattern, except for it doesn't have the midriff showing, and that's what honestly drew me in. And then when you turn it around, the line drawings right there, it's got like that bust cup stitching. So I was drawn to it, seriously. Okay, so this one I am super excited about. This is Nomi 2063, my coworker Brittany J. Jones. And when I saw her pictures in an email from work, I was like, I need this right now, like right now. I love this pattern. I have told her about 10 times that I love this pattern. And I want to make like a really, really pretty white one. And then like do a hat, red lip, chicka boom, chicka boom. Y'all see where I'm going with it? Okay. Nomi 2067. This is giving like just summertime fine vibes to me, like cookout, just ice cream in the park. Like, I love this. I love both styles, but I would probably lean more towards this one. This off the shoulder like is me all day. Me all day in the summer. I don't care. But I love this pattern. Lindsay did a really great job with this. Now, you know, I had to get this. I mean, I just made her wool coat And this, yes, so I got Nomi 2070. And if you guys get this pattern from Joann's, make sure you pay attention to the sizing, because they had the kids and the women, or the misses, or whatever you want to call it, they had them in the same bunch, right? And so I was like, oh, I could probably get this size. And I said, wait a minute, size 7 doesn't exist for women. And that's when I realized I had picked up the girls pattern. So make sure, like, I got this N5, and that's 10 through 18, and that is a Mrs. size. So just be mindful, open it up, take a look around, make sure you're actually getting the right size that you need for this. But I did pick this up, and I love this coat. It's the lapels for me. So I got McCall's 8437. This is Brandy's overalls pattern. And I think what drew me to it was that she made it in black, and I was like, I could have a black pair of overalls and like put a cute shirt with it for work. Like, that could be cute. Or I could make a really cute all white one and just be cute for the summer. Either way, like, I think this is something that I need to have in my stash, so no biggie. Okay, so let's get into some fabric, because in my last video about what I'm sewing next, I did talk about my Celine Meghan Markle inspired jacket, and I'm using McCall's pattern 8370, and I'm using view A to kind of simulate what I want to create, I guess you could say. So I did get this fabric from Mood Fabrics, and I talk about it in the last video, but it's got some twinkle, I guess you could call it, or some sort of like silver thread in the jacket. But I kind of like that because I feel like it will help give it some sort of dimension. And I did talk about in the last video how I would need interfacing on the pieces to make it just a tidbit more structured, and I have black interfacing, so I think this will go well. And then the last thing I did talk about was how I wanted it to have buttons, because this pattern has hook and eyes, and I don't want hook and eyes. I want actual buttons on mine, and so I will likely need to extend the center front out probably like 1.5 inches, and I plan on doing like a muslin for that. But either way, I want to show you guys the buttons I'm thinking of adding. These are from Hobby Lobby, and if you can't tell, these are like leopard animal buttons. So you know this was like right up my alley. So I got 6 of these. And when I bought them, I had no intention of using them for this project. I just bought them because I thought they were cute. And then one night I was literally laying in bed, and I was like, I had like an epiphany. Like, seriously, I was like, I could use these buttons with my fabric, and it'll be pretty dope. Which leads me to my next point. So with that fabric and the fact that those are shank buttons, I had to go on Wawak and button thread. So we have white and ivory at work, but I got the black because I'm gonna need this button thread to sew on these buttons, because these are pretty bulky. They're pretty substantial buttons. And so I bought this black button thread, and so you can use this to sew on your buttons, and I believe you can also use this to make buttonholes, like if you want to hand sew your buttonhole. I'm hoping I don't have to do that, depending on like how the fabric fares with my buttonhole maker on my machine. But if you are interested, this is from Wawak. I will put the link down below. But yeah, button thread, it's good, y'all. Like I use the white and ivory literally every single time I go to work, and it has changed my philosophy about hand sewing. Like, I've always felt like hand sewing just wasn't sophisticated. It wasn't good enough. It won't hold up. Like, how could we be doing this when we have machines? And this thread honestly changed my entire way of thinking about it. So I will definitely link it down below. I highly recommend, if you are working with shank buttons or something, or even just something that you know needs to hold up, definitely try this. So along with my button thread, I got new sharps because I felt like mine that were from like the dollar store just weren't going to cut it anymore, especially with my really high grade button thread. So I said, sure, why not? I'll get new sharps. And by the way, I did not know that people called like needles sharps, but it sounds really sophisticated, so I'm gonna start calling them sharps. I also got some serger thread. I really want to be better about matching my serger thread with my projects. Like normally I'm just like white, pink, or black, and I really need to be better about that. So I got some blue to match the jeans that I want to make, and also the that leopard two-piece that I want to make. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about that, but anyway, I needed this in my sewing room. And then I did get, I think it was like some zippers and stuff like that, but you guys have seen zippers before. And then I also got this. Let me show you guys. I love this thing. It's so great. Look at this. So while I'm like doing fittings and stuff, you just put the pins on there. It's magnetic. I love it. I got this off Amazon, and my coworker, when she saw me with it, she was like, I need one of those, because literally like no one had this. Like we were like, I don't know what they were doing before this, but I realized on day one I needed one of these. So I got one, and yeah, consider them influenced. And then also consider me influenced. I love that like at work we learn from one another in a lot of ways. Like I take from them, they take from me, that kind of thing. It's very collaborative. It's really cool. Like I love my back of house work besties, I guess you can call them. But these pins right here, I was like really trying not to get into these pens. I've seen them in the past, and I was just like, no, it's impossible. Like these can't be as good as people are saying they are. And we use them at work a lot, and I was like, oh my gosh, they are that good. So I bought the pack, and you get like, I think it's like 16 refills. I could be wrong. It could be more refills, but you get a substantial amount of refills for each color. And I used the white on my bias skirt and some black pants that I made. I've used the blue on my lingerie. I believe I've used the black on my ponte knit pants. So either way, I have started using these on projects, and a couple people have mentioned that depending on the project, it may not come off, or depending on the fabric, it may not come off. And then they also mentioned something about depending on the temperature, it may reappear. I have not seen that, but it's been a number of people that have told me that that is, I don't want to call it a side effect, but that is something that could happen with using these. I haven't seen that yet. I'm enjoying myself with these for sure, and I'll link these as well. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and you can follow me at Raven Maureen on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. See you guys next time. Bye.